Welcome back to Riverbend Springs on Farming Simulator 25. It's episode 33 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it's late in the day, June 1. I'm going to be heading into June 2 momentarily, but I wanted to show you something. I was concerned that the state of this may change. There's nothing in there, is there? Don't think so. So, as you've already seen, some more contracts complete, obviously. I've got another wood transport contract to do, again, obviously. And I've just topped up our multi-grain mill. That should be chugging away with corn and wheat overnight. So, after the last episode, I thought, you know what? Why not do some olives? We haven't got those olive trees we did, like I said, on Carpathian countryside. Didn't go so well. I don't do a lot of grape stuff. I don't do a lot of olive stuff. And I thought it gives a chance again to use some different machinery. Some of that smaller stuff, some of the stuff that's designed specifically for vineyards and that kind of thing. So I was looking around for a field that was fairly inexpensive. Normally, say not always, but on a nice hillside, sun on it during the day, and this kind of fit the bill. We are currently here at field 14, and it's only 48 grand? 49, let's say, for argument's sake. So I'm thinking we're going to buy it. That's exactly what we're going to do. We do get a little bit of land around the outside of it, not a huge amount. So the next thing to do is going to be to put a load of olive vines on. I don't know how much that's going to cost, actually. And I don't know whether to do the entire field. I'll do my first run and we'll see how expensive that is. And then what we'll do is we'll go into June 2. We'll see what other stuff's available, whether we've got any more harvests have come up, because we might well get some harvests and some other contracts. I'll be interspersing what I'm doing with contracts, as I always do. I have also, transparency. I've swapped out our manure heap. I had loads of people messaging. Now, the thing is, kind of... The last video, I know people were saying, I don't know why you did it. It wasn't a let's play, it was just you griping about stuff. Yeah, like I always do, just talking about what's going on. It was still a let's play. I was still doing stuff on the farm. I was just talking about things that were going on. Now, people are sending me solutions to problems, and things that I'm talking about. I'm talking about some of the problems and issues of things that other people are having, not me specifically. And people are sending me solutions to those problems. My point I was trying to make in the last episode as well is, okay, it's great that people are finding solutions to the problems. So it's like, okay, well, this isn't doing what it should be, that's not doing what it should be, this is broken, this is this, but I found a workaround. My argument is, you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't be looking for a workaround. You shouldn't have to find a workaround. The manure heaps should be working. So the manure heap that I got was because it was cheap, and there's not an extension version of that. It's almost like it was on 22, wasn't it? We had problems between the manure heaps and the extensions. So a few people reached out and said to me yesterday, oh, the manure heaps aren't working, you need to put an extension in. But the extensions were a bit more expensive. So I got rid of the one I had, put in the extension, and so far I don't have any manure in that either. So we'll see in the morning if I get any manure in that. I appreciate people reaching out. I absolutely do. I'm not saying don't, or it's all I'm saying is the point I was trying to make in the last episode as well is that it's knowing what's broken, what's not, what's a mod problem, what's a map problem, what's a game problem. And the thing about it is, yes, great, we can find solutions, or maybe we can find solutions, maybe there aren't any, but we shouldn't have to, I think, is the point I'm trying to make poorly. So anyway, if we go into the mode of the buildage, and we come along here to cultivation. Now I'm trying to think. Was there a cheaper alternative to these anywhere? Did we get a mod? No, I don't think we did we? I'm thinking of 22, aren't I? Do I go right to the bottom, or do I leave myself a bit of space and do a bit of landscaping? We've got a little bit of room for turning vehicles, but I might come up a little bit. So let's go here, and let's follow this up. This is going to get pricey, isn't it? We'll see. We'll see how many of these we can afford to put in. We might have to put a little dog leg in here, or should I try and keep them as straight as I can? I'm thinking we'll come straight up the field, and I'll do a little bit of tweaking. Okay, that's Can we come across a little bit? Each row, bang. Come across, and it's green. Then it goes white. We want it to be green, don't we? Because we want it to be close enough for the next run and for the stuff to fit. So let's go and do the next run. And I'll put a few in. I might need to pick up some more wood transport jobs. Now, the other problem I've got is I could put these wider apart if I want to. Come on. One more. There. Do the same thing again. Just on green. There. Oh, that wasn't... Come off that. I wasn't far enough. There we go. We're going to need a narrow tractor to get through the gaps, and I'm going to have to lease some stuff. I won't have enough money to buy all the equipment I'm going to need, but we're going to lease some bits. Out to there. Do I want to come a bit longer as we come across this way, maybe? Potentially. This is really chewing into our money, but hey, it will be worth it in the end, won't it? We all know how well these things pay out. Why is that not? Oh, okay. Let's go a bit longer there. So I know, yeah, we'll see. I was hoping our little Massey might be narrow enough to go down the gaps these, but as I'm placed them, I don't think it's going to. Which, yeah, that's all right. We'll just get these in, and we'll see how we go. I can pick up some contracts to pay for these. I mean, each row is a wood transport contract. Oh, crikey, that's going to be a bit of work. All right, no, I've done it again. Let's come a bit further down. Anyway, I'll see you probably tomorrow now then. I want it green to there. That's better. Okay, it's June 2. A worker has reached their destination. I have got another spinach contract has popped up. I've got a hoeing contract that's popped up, which is worth a few pfennigs, and I've got obviously a wood transport one, which I've been picking up along the way. We're going to go and check on our manure heap in a little while. The multi-grain mill has been chugging away, and that's set to selling. I have got a load of pallets to go and collect and deliver over at the cement works. I've got pallets at the hydroponics, and I've got a couple of 2 or 3 pallets at my first greenhouse we put in. So we've got some stuff to sell today as well. We are at the store because after last night putting in our olives, we need to do ploughing on there, and we need to do some spraying. I'm going to lease the sprayer. We have got concentrate, so we can put some liquid fertilizer in. That's not a problem at all. But I'm going to buy... am I going to buy... Actually, that's a good point. Because today we have got... That's popped up. What are we on? 168.07. Actually, I'm going to get the other tractor first. So we need a small tractor, and I'm going to go with the Landini. It's the cheapest alternative. I haven't used a methane-powered one before. The fence pretty cool. I'm just looking at horsepower. That goes 79 to 114. That goes 70 to 112. So there's only 2 horsepower less than that on its top end. Look at the difference in price, though. I mean, potentially it's how much you can lift and that kind of stuff, maybe, but I'm sure it'll work fine. What else have we got? The Antonio Carreros. I mean, they're okay, but I don't think... Yeah, should we go Landini? Let's go Landini. We'll go for the full Monty. 63,500. 3-point yes. Main colour. Do I want to go metallic, or should I leave as it is? I might go metallic. No. Let's go with that, and then do that. And of course, if it lets me, yeah, we'll go with metallic. Why not? A metallic Landini. And we'll leave that like that. And we'll go no license plate. New machinery, new equipment. How exciting. Right, so we are now down to... Oh, you idiot. I leased it, didn't I? I didn't buy it. That was a waste of money. How much is it to lease? Oh my days. I'm so used to leasing equipment. That tells you something, doesn't it? When you're in that position where you're not used to buying things. And that's unlike me. Normally I'm buying stuff all over the place. Right, let me just double check, make sure that's all the same. Right, we're going to buy it this time. What a muppet. And we'll come out of there, we'll go down to here, and we'll go to vehicles. Let's go down to the Landinis. That one should say sell, that one should say return. Return that one. Okay, so now we're on 94068. Remember that number, 94068. So we go to here and we buy that, 11416. So should I write this down? 94068. At the end of this, basically, once I've taken this, bought it, sold it, I should be better off than 94068. I did one the other day. Now, bear in mind, we had the update and then we had the hotfix. And I came out of it and I had less money than I started with. And I suddenly thought, hang on a minute, is there a fee been imposed? Or what? I couldn't work out what had changed. Then suddenly thought, please tell me in the update, Giants haven't nerfed this as well. Well, let's click on that. So as it stands like that, what are we looking at? 11716, standard twine, empty, 11416. Okay, let's buy it. So we'll take our Landini, we'll drag it over with that. So our new tractor, look, isn't it Diddy? It's a Diddy Deanie, that's what we'll call it. Oh dear. Sorry, just made me smile. My daughter's boyfriend is, well, one of my daughter's boyfriends is called Dean. And that just suddenly struck a humorous chord with me, I don't know why. It's alright, isn't it? I mean, at the end of the day, we can use it for other things as well, but it is going to be specifically for doing that stuff up the orchard. We are going to need to lease some stuff as well. We paid just over 11 for this, didn't we? Let's see what they're offering. $12,556. Yeah, so we should come out of this better off, shouldn't we? There's no fee or anything, is there? $12,556. Okay, that's really weird. So we have come out better off. Only by $1,000 or so, but that eats into the 1,000 I spent on renting a vehicle rather than buying it. Ah, dearie me. Anyway, I like this. It's got a little bit of a wobble to it. So we need to get a plough because I'm sure the field said needs ploughing, and we're going to need to lease a sprayer as well. So we need to go into here, go down to our grapery. I mean, we don't actually know. We don't. I suppose we could do if we're going to. So grapes and olives, grape harvester, harvesters, tools. There you go. So we've got selections of things already here. 7.5. I think there are tons of these, aren't there? Modded. I'll just go base game for now. How much is that to lease? Because our sprayer's got big old arms on it, which isn't going to really help very much. That's 1428. We've got one fertilising state in the field already, so that's actually good. So once I've ploughed, I should be able to do another fertilising state. Okay, so that's leased. And then, actually, you know what? I'm going to go out. Let's go out and go to our ploughs. And we're going from the plough section. Subsoilers. So that's only 10 grand. What's the width on that? 1.5 metres, that's 2. That requires 65 horsepower, that requires 90. We've got 100 and something, haven't we? Well, that's more. What's that one? 20 horsepower required, 1.2 metres. Oh, it's a risk, isn't it? Do we just go with that? It's the one that was suggested, isn't it? 382. I mean, you know, I'm sure it will all be absolutely fine. Am I going to need a front weight? Probably not. So what we'll do on the way past, we'll go and check on our animal pen. And the thing is, this has all been done in one hit. Could probably do with the front weight on that. Yeah, so this has all been done one hit, so I'm not really going to know specifically until I kind of come out of the game and come back in again, but... Let's get the beacon on. Well, that was interesting. It seems to be that I've just had a game crash. The 2 times recently I've had game crash. I was only saying earlier, I haven't had a game crash in about 48 hours, touch wood. Was that yesterday? It seems to be a combination of things at the same time. When I did it the other day, I was driving a John Deere after doing a hoeing contract, came off the field. As I was going on the road, I hit a bump in the road. The tractor at the front lifted off the ground. At the same time, I tried to go in cab. And I think it couldn't cope with all those things happening at the same time. Just now we drove out of the vehicle shop. I came up onto the road, and there's kind of a bump up onto the road. As I came up and it bumped onto the road, it lifted off the ground a little bit. At the same time, I went to put the beacons on, and the game crashed. But here's the thing, I suppose it's worked out in my favour, because at that point, because I was recording, I was talking to you guys. I hadn't saved the game. So when I came back in, I thought, okay, right, sort all the bits out I just did, and I forgot to accidentally lease the tractor that I accidentally leased the first time. So actually, it saved us 3 and a bit grand. So we're better off for the game crash, kind of. But all I'm going to do, whiz across the road, let's check on our manure heap. There we go, we have got manure. Now the thing about this is, we've got... What does that say? 2,000. How much is that? 2,205 is that? So, obviously, we just had a game crash and we've come back in. So what I'm going to be looking for now is, we'll carry on and do a few bits and bobs that we've got to do. When we come back, if that's gone up from 2,205, then we know this is working. So thank you to all the people that reached out and said, you want to do an extension, not a heap. Like I said, I would rather that the main stuff worked how it should do. What we might do as well is go over here later on with our tanker, because we've got a little bit of buffalo milk now, and we can take the buffalo milk over to the dairy, and we have got a little bit of slurry as well, so we could be using that at some point. I'll tell you what I need to do as well, because daily... Have we still got some in here? Oh, it stayed this time. What is happening? Last time we did this, into the next day, all the water went. A bit angry. But do I need to flood it anymore? No. That's alright, cool. So let's go and get this ploughing done. Now, the only problem I've got, and I found before, is in doing the ploughing side of things for grapevines and olives. It's fine if you're between 2 rows. If you're on the 2 outside rows, they stick out further. Oh no, I don't need to, because it'll act as a field, won't it? It's only if I allow create fields it'll go over the extra. We'll be absolutely fine. Ignore me. I'm talking nonsensicals. Right, let's head up. So be next. Right, actually we can cut across the field, can't we? Yeah, we'll cut across the field. What could possibly go wrong with that plan? So what we'll do, we can go up across the grass here, up past the barn, the little barn where I found the first collectible, the first for the Historical Society, and that'll bring us out right by our field, which is just over here. Cut across the top of this one here. Who's ever going to know? Hang on a minute, I harvested that field, and we took all the weeds out of it. What? What's going on? So there's not another one in there. No, that's where I got the first one. There we go. We're at our destination. So, if we start on the outside then. So it shouldn't touch any of the stuff that we've done already. If we drop that down. So is this going to need mulching at some point as well? I love the fact with this thing, it takes a little while to get into gear, but then it goes up through the gears quite quickly. So let's put the beacon on now. So if we hop out, this bit here is saying needs pain. And that bit there is not. Yeah, fertilised 50%, growing, doesn't mention weeds. We might have to mulch at some point, but yeah, what we'll do, we'll get this this bit done, the ploughing side of things, we might have to do 2 runs up. So I don't know if this is going to be... Maybe it will be alright to go straight up the middle. Or do I need to be closer to each thing? This doesn't open, does it? No, this is... Because we had a couple, didn't we, that... was it Akrama ones? Can I just get away with going up the middle, or do I need to over to more to one side than the other? Change gear. Change gear. Boom. Boom. There we go. Now we're cooking on gas. Yeah, maybe I will have to do... Because this is kind of over one side, I'm going to have to do up and down each row twice. It's going to take a while. That's all right. Work at E stopped unexpectedly, field not found. I mean, I didn't hire a worker, so I don't know. That's odd. But we'll just make absolutely certain that we haven't missed anything. And I'll go, what are we doing? I'm not trying to lower my implement. Or maybe it's when I tried to raise the implement. We're catching. There we go. I say, just to be absolutely certain we've done all of it, we'll stay as far over as we can. How's that looking, cab? I'm trying to think. I know I have done grapes, and like I said, on Carpathian I did the olive trees, not the olives like this. I'm trying to think the last time I did this, if I've done this at all. I'm racking my brains. Anyway, well, at least I know the manure heap's working at the moment. We'll go and check on that. Again, if I can remember the number, I've got my notepad next to me, and I do that kind of, of course I'll remember that number. Right, I shall see you in a little while once we've got more of this done. And then we'll get back up here with the sprayer. I do like the sprayers that do the stuff for this, the vineyards. The fan sprayers that spray out. I think they're pretty cool. Yeah, we're doing alright. And we've got a new tractor. Right, back at the store. Whether I needed to plough or not, it said the field needed ploughing, so I did it. That was kind of, why not? Like I say, I don't do olives very often, and I don't do grapes very often, but let's grab the fan sprayer. I have taken the liberty of getting another concentrate, because I'm honestly, I've used quite a lot of my concentrate back at the farm, so I didn't know if I needed any more. So I thought, if I grab a 1 litre, we'll stick the 1 litre in the back, whiz the farm top up. There you go. So 1 litre of concentrate in, and we'll go from there. We'll fan spray that, and then that'll be that done. What next? I suppose I've got all the stuff at the farm. I mean, you've seen me load pallets and stuff up before. I've got all the stuff at the hydroponics and all the cement factory. Cement factory stuff I think I'm going to take over to the museum again, because that was one of the best prices for those things. Equipment for the hoeing contract is there. I need to take that. Actually, you know what I can do while we're doing this? Let's get that heading up. Yeah, we'll do that. To the contract field. Which, if we could hire a worker actually while we're doing our spraying and get a worker going on it. But I've been like I said in the last episode, I've been kind of enjoying doing the contract stuff myself. Right. Let's pop you there. Let's go into here and set. It's fine. D. It's fine. We can hire a worker. It's fine. Don't need to do it ourselves. Whoa! It's doing the twist. What are we doing exactly? Not sure. There's someone in the cab? There is. Oh, there we go. Well, there's a thing. Okay, let's go. That was weird. Well, at least it'll take it up there. And then I know the gear's already up there and we're good to go. Seems to be spinach is the only thing we've got at the moment. Right, to the farm. Will I spend some time loading some pallets up while I'm there? No, I think I'll just get on with the spraying. T. So well behaved. Always does as he's told. Have him at a command. Nope. Is it worth me checking back again here? No, we'll wait later on. Hasn't been long enough, really. I mean, maybe it has put some on when you're in there, but for the time being, we're all right. Let's go there. Got told off again the other day for not using my indicators. I know, I should do really. I just forget. How's our grass looking? Yeah, not bad. Pipe. There we go, we are filling up. No more pallets here, I was quite surprised by that. How are we looking? It's all chugging away. This one? Yeah. Have we got any mushrooms? No mushrooms, but we do have. Oh, we got some as well, that's cool. Oh, I said about maybe, because we've got the spinach left over. Is it worth us doing a preserved food factory? It's another 36 grand and another production, I know. I mean, to be fair, we have got, I'm trying to think, could we fit it? If I moved some bits here, there's the ones now that don't have the buildings around them. If I cleared this stuff out, I wonder if we could put it on here. I don't really want to put it inside the barn because, you know, I don't know. We could transfer the stuff that's out there because I haven't really been using this stuff very much. Really. The bucket I used the other day, but these two I suppose we can get rid of. I haven't really been using them. Workers blocked spine object. That's not a good sign. But it looks like they've reached their destination. Doing a bit of wiggling. Yeah, and then we've got our hydroponics. We've got all the stuff over there. That's all good to go. Nina messaged me the other day. Yesterday. She'd done a similar thing and had exactly the same thing. These little flat patches across the field. So I said what I'm curious to see now is when we get, I suppose when we go into July 1, we should get our first growth stage. It's going to be interesting to see whether it leaves these patches or whether they will grow. I'm assuming it's just a glitch in the matrix. I'm sure it'll all be absolutely fine. I'll just keep convincing myself. I'm still toying with, do I sell that? No, because next time I want to do grass work, I'm going to need it. Of course I am. It would be a daft thing to do. Right, anyway, let's go up to the farm. So I'm just doing my my usual musings out loud, working out the process. I'll see over the field. We'll get this sprayed. No, before we finish this Let's Play, what are we on, episode 33 now? What are we on, 32, 33, 33? We might actually get a pallet of honey. You never know, do you? We've got the laziest bees on the planet. Put that back on. I suppose the good thing is, we don't own the land, but how much room have we got? Oh, it's not an entrance this side, is there? So we could park up the tractor in here, couldn't we? Out of the elements. I mean, yeah, I suppose it's all the way around here. Well, we still could do though, couldn't we? Is this where I found the thing? I can't remember if it was here upstairs, the first one. Again, that seems like such a long time ago. Anyway, right. Let's do this and that and... Well, I can't remember how far this sprays, so... Go straight down the middle. We'll turn it on. Is it working though? Let's double check on here. It is. We've got a few little patches here where the ploughing didn't quite do what we needed it to, but we are looking like we've got a darker patch across there. That is all good. So, do I need to go every other one? Because that sprayed out across there. The whole of the section I did and a tiny little bit there. So if I miss a row, do the next one. That should do that row and maybe half of that and half of that. So just do every other row? Should we try that? We'll try that. So this one, in theory. Is that right? Come on, change gear. Change gear. Change gear. Spray on. I might need to go down every row. We're not using a huge amount, are we? Check that again. Did it work? Oh, I did miss a bit, didn't it? Maybe I wasn't far enough over. Oh, it doesn't matter. I can do every row, can't I? I'm not gonna turn too sharply. Let's turn that back on again. I keep thinking it comes right at the back. It doesn't, does it? It comes out further forward. I'm not turning it on quick enough. Whoops. It's really difficult because I'm finding it hard to see if the ground has got darker. I haven't actually tried using the GPS system doing this. Can we use GPS? You know what? Let's try it. I don't. I say, haven't really, because I don't do these very often. It's not something I would think to do. Or is that not so? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's showing. Oh, it's showing every row, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's all right. Put that on. Saves me having to keep wobbling backwards and forwards, isn't it? So it's showing every row it needs doing. But we can do it with GPS. Can't hire a worker, I don't think, but we can GPS it. Does look pretty cool, though. Very cool. Turn it off. Pick a row. Go and on. So I've been in a really poor imitation of the red arrows, isn't it? Spray on. That only makes sense if you've watched any of the red arrow stuff. Yeah. You'd be like, what is he talking about? It's the smoke on, smoke off stuff when they're doing the aerobatic display. Yes, I know. Loser. Oh, what happened there? Was I not on the line? Did I not bleep bloop? Oh no, I'm wasting spray. Bleep on the bloop. Do that back on. Back on there. Wow, okay. I can't remember which rows I've done now. I went a bit random, didn't I? Oops. What it should do, I think, if you're doing spraying or something like that, if you've done a row already, like when I'm turning now, if I've already done this row, it should come up red or something to say you can't do it again. Only because I've lost track. And we can always go back to here, can't we, and look and go, why is that not working? Oh, load map. Come on. Come on now. That's all. Right, I'll see when this is done, and then we leave it. And then we see what happens then with regard to mulching and, you know, I don't know when that's going to need doing and all that good stuff. So when it comes to this row here, let's double check on the row. Yep, we should be all right on that one. Let's go. And then we'll come back when this is all good to go. Spray on. We are all done with our olives. So, just have to wait now. Wait and see what happens. I nearly returned this and then suddenly thought, hang on a minute, we got over 3,500 or 3,700 odd litres of liquid fertiliser in this, and I'm pretty sure we can unload it. That would have been a bit of a waste, wouldn't it, really? So let's unload this, put the pallets down here, because we're going to do more fertilising contracts. They will pop up, so we'll put that on the grass just here. And we can load up when we need to. Let's unload that. There we go. Excellent stuff. Then I can go back. I bought the tractor back because at the end of the day, why not? I suppose at some point we are going to probably need to invest in a... do we need to invest in a sprayer? We'll be doing it every now and again. It probably doesn't hurt to lease. We'll put that in here now. Why not? Doesn't take up a lot of room, does it? I'm seriously considering that about the processing thing. Whether or not to do it there. I say, do I need these? I was using that for log moving, but we're not doing that now. And pallets, I'm using the same fork, so really, they can go. The bucket we can move to one side. Potentially. So what I want to do now is I'm going to grab my Deutz and a little trailer. That's for our wood contracts. Actually, what I was doing with that, I was just shoving the wood pile up so it was closer into the point that was required. At some point I'm going to have to cut some more trees down. We've got plenty. We've got a lot of plots of land now that we own all over the place. We can take the odd big tree out here and there. And to be fair, those ones I cut down originally, they're the same ones. I haven't done any more since that point. Could probably actually do with using the larger trailer now, but that'll be all right. Right, I will see when then. Well, this is sold, I suppose, and then we'll I'll get over and we'll crack on with that spinach harvest. The olives was, and again, it all came off the back of me doing the other episodes and doing the spinach and Popeye, and then talking about olive oil and saying about should I do olives. That just stuck in my head. Then I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's do them. Is that halfway? Looks like it probably is. Yeah, we'll strap that there. That'll be fine. Get the rest of these on. I'll get the hydroponic stuff on, get these sold, and then I'll take the other stuff over to Cement Works, and we will be absolutely golden. and I will see you to finish off. Should I do the spinach? I think another contracts. Could I do one of those off camera and then find something that we haven't done before? What we're looking at? Harvest, hoeing, wood transport. I was hoping there'd be a different harvest contract. Got a few cultivating ones popping up as well now. Fertilising. They don't pay a huge amount, but it gets them. Once they're done, it frees up for other ones. A couple of spraying there and a stone picking. Yeah, so again, stuff we've done before. All good. Right. So I'm a bit kind of, if I am going to do preserve food factory, should I be getting rid of this stuff or do I need it? We can always wait till the next load runs through, I suppose. I'll sell this first. Yeah, we'll sell it. I'm being indecisive again, but that's alright. Right. Right, we've sold a bit. Why is it? What, the 3 spinach contracts I've done now, 2 of them have been in weeds. I spent so long clearing, weeding, hoeing, spraying, and then there seems to be a strange thing happening. I don't know what it is, whether it's 25 on FS22. If you worked through a process and you did the fields, you could get a contract for cultivating or ploughing, then you might get for seeding or planting, then fertilising, potentially weeding, second fertilising, and those fields would then run through that process. So when it then came around to harvest, if you'd done all those steps, you'd get really good yields on them. I don't know if I'm imagining things, but is it on 25 that the fields seem to be randomly generating, in that to make sure there are plenty of contracts to do? Obviously through the winter I just have wood transport. There's not a lot to do during the winter. But the fields don't seem to be following a set pattern. They seem to be randomly spawning contracts on them. Fields that I know I've already sprayed have come past and there's weeds back in them again. Some fields I'm sure I've done one contract on, within sort of 24, 48 hours I'm doing another contract for a different crop. Am I imagining that? I don't know if I am. It just seems very strange. Anyway. The olives, we'll see what happens. Will it work? Olives generally haven't always been particularly good to me. I've spoken about Carpathian countryside. That was using that was a modded olive grove type thing rather than the olive vines. Olives and grapes, they're a lot of work, a bit fiddly, and not always a huge amount of reward out the end of it. So we'll see. I mean, at the end of the day, that's all we can do. We've put them in, we'll give it a go. Let's give the FS25 olives a fair crack and see what happens, shall we? But spinach contract, I will crack on with this. This I will finish off camera, and we'll see what happens in the next episode. I don't know yet. It's going to be as much a surprise to me as it is to you. I'm not being so much proactive at the moment, more reactive to contracts. Anyway, all that being said, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thanks for sticking with it. Thanks for sticking with the Let's Play. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, as always, thanks for watching.